Anderson Cooper 360. CNN, weeknights at 8 and 10 Eastern.
A reporter was in the room when the child died. Marie Colvin of the Sunday Times of London, who joins us now from Homs. I mean, Marie, to be in that room, this young baby passed, and we've seen many children killed in this conflict, but it just, I mean, to be there, what was that like?
Well, it's a very chaotic room, but the baby's death was just heartbreaking. Possibly because it was so quiet. One of the first shocks, of course, was the grandmother had been helping, completely coincidentally helping in the emergency room, and just started shouting, "That's my grandson, where did you find him?" And then the doctor said, "There's nothing we could do," and we just watched this little boy, his little tummy heaving and heaving as he tried to breathe. It was horrific. Just, I mean, my heart broke.
Do we know how the child died? How he was wounded?
We know there's been constant shelling in the city. So, Anderson, I have to say, it's just one of many stories. His house was hit by a shell. Another member of his family, it's chaos here. So another member of his family arrived later, but after he had died, and said the house had been, the second floor had been hit. This little boy, obviously, it was just one piece of shrapnel that caught him right in the chest.
There are some who are going to see those images and say we shouldn't show those images, that it's too much. And, we discuss this all the time. Why is it important, do you think, to see these images? Why is it important for you to be there? Right now, you may be one of the only Western journalists in Homs. Our team has just left.
Yes, I mean, I had a discussion with your people, Anderson. I feel very strongly that they should be shown. Something like that, I think, is actually stronger for an audience for someone who's not here, for an audience for which the conflict, any conflict, is very far away. But that's the reality. These are 28,000 civilians, men, women, and children, hiding, being shelled, defenseless. That little baby is just one of two children who died today, one of children being injured every day. That baby probably will move more people to think, what is going on, and why is no one stopping this murder in Homs that is happening every day?
The regime in Syria claims that they're not hitting civilians, that there is no armed conflict, that there is no war inside Syria, that they're basically just going after terrorist gangs.
Every civilian house on the street has been hit. We're talking about, this is a very kind of poor, popular neighborhood. The top floor of the building I'm in has been hit. In fact, totally destroyed. There are no military targets here. There is the Free Syrian Army, heavily outnumbered and outgunned. They have only Kalashnikovs and rocket-propelled grenades, but they don't have a base. There are more young men being killed. You see a lot of teenage young men, but they're going out to try to just help get the wounded to some kind of medical treatment. So it's a complete and utter lie that they are only going after terrorists. There are rockets, tank shells, anti-aircraft being fired in a parallel line into the city. The Syrian army is simply shelling a city of cold, starving civilians.